My phone decided it would rather be a bomb than an actual phone. Yikes. For those of you who are new and have never seen me before, hi, my name's Kit and I play video games here on YouTube, just like this one that you're watching in the background of this video. So to tell the story of my phone and what happened, since that is what you are actually here for, the other night I was using my phone as usual, just scrolling through. It was a little bit low on battery, so I plugged it in and kept scrolling, as one does, I think. People use their phones when they're charging them, right? Except maybe 5 minutes into charging my phone, I started smelling this weird smell. It kind of smelled like nail polish, I thought, very chemically, but also maybe a little bit fruity. You know, kind of weird. So using the same phone, I looked up, why does my phone smell like nail polish? And the first 16 pages of Google results that came up were all about swollen batteries. If you've ever heard of a swollen phone battery before, a few years ago, one of the Samsung phones, I can't remember exactly which one, but it was in the news because all of the batteries were swelling. Those will eventually explode. And it got to the point where, if you had that phone, you weren't allowed to go certain places, like airports on an airplane, for example, because that phone was so dangerous and it was such a big thing. So knowing a little bit about this, I just kept reading, your battery is swollen. It's just because of a swollen battery, etc., and going, nah, not me though, right? This isn't that phone from years past. This is a completely different manufacturer. That's Samsung. This is a Google Pixel 6. Completely different, right? I looked up the search in a couple other different ways, different wordings, just in case it came up with anything different, and believe it or not, it didn't. I just kept getting results about how my battery was swollen. So I decided, yeah, okay, it's probably swollen. Turned off the phone because it could explode at any moment, and just spent the night, because it was after midnight at that point, 12:30, 1 a.m., something like that. Spent the night just in the room with this phone that could potentially explode at any moment. I put it in my trash can, nothing else in the trash can, just the phone. Put that in the middle of my room and just kind of stared at it for about an hour. Just sitting there, watching. Luckily nothing happened. It just sat there in that trash can overnight. I did eventually fall asleep. But the next day I had a few things that I needed to do, and so I couldn't get it fixed until the day after. It was actually kind of funny walking into the store. I just walked into, my cell phone provider is Verizon, so I just walked into the nearby Verizon store because I didn't really know where you take a phone with a swollen battery. I walked in there, opened the door. One of the people looked up and was like, hey, how can I help you? And I was like, my phone has a swollen battery. And just this guy's face as I said it, he was very chill, very cool about it. He's like, you caught it really early. If you ever look up pictures of swollen phone batteries, you'll see the phone is split perfectly in half. That phone's broken. Mine was, it was maybe raised by a centimeter at most. It was mostly just the smell, as I said before. I had definitely caught it early, and he was being kind of chill about it, kind of cool, and being like, we don't have to worry or anything. But very much the second that I said it, his face was kind of like, oh, okay. But we went through it. Unfortunately, they can't do anything at that store to fix it. They don't have the tools. The Pixel 6 in particular is one where you can't take out the battery, and so you'd have to go through the entire phone, open it up, switch it out, and they just didn't have the capability. The nearest cell phone repair shop that has that sort of capability was a fair distance away. Enough that I could have driven to it. It's 30 minutes away or something like that. Possible. But I was just like, you know what? I'm just not comfortable with fixing this phone. As I was looking it up last night, there have been a lot of people recently whose Pixel 6s have all had the same problem. Like, I'm being so serious. Within the last 2 months to as recent as 12 days ago, I saw online, people have been complaining that their phone batteries have been swelling and breaking like this. Enough that, like, kind of a big deal. I'm assuming that a good percentage of people who own this phone either have already had their battery swell or are going to sometime in the future, because there are quite a number of people online who are complaining about this issue. So even if I got my phone fixed, got a full new battery in it, or if I just sent the phone into some sort of repair and got a different phone of the same model, a different Pixel 6 sent back to me, who's to say that that phone isn't also going to have the same problem, especially if they're made at the same time? Is that a matter of days until the battery starts to swell again? Is that months, maybe, hopefully a year? But still, it seems to me, from what I'm seeing online, that this is a common enough problem that it is a very real possibility that it could happen again if I got another of the same phone. So I ended up getting a new phone, a whole new model. A little bit upsetting because I literally just paid off the Pixel 6 last month, and I was kind of sitting around going like, okay, I'm good, I don't have to pay for a phone anymore, just the phone plan. This is great, my bill has gone down. And then next month it has to go back up. So much fun. For those of you who are questioning what phone did I get this time, just fun little fact. We are now on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. I think that's the way those words go. You can't even see it because my green screen just decided it doesn't want to exist. Nice! Look at my computer background. This is what I'm looking at as I'm recording. Yay! How fun! I've only had it for a few hours, but I'm really enjoying myself with it. And it's something that I've been wanting to try out for a while. Just the flip phone capabilities and stuff, I think it's fun, I think it's interesting, and I figured if my old phone's gonna decide to be a bomb anyway, we might as well try out something new. Try out something fun. Treat ourselves to something fun and interesting, right? But beyond that, there's really not much more to tell in this story. That's all the updates that I have. I still have the phone. It is still sitting in my trash can. Still just an active bomb. I've got to figure out what to do with it because they could not do anything at the store. I'm gonna have to find some recycling centers or something that takes swollen batteries. But as for right now, I'm just sitting here with a broken phone in a trash can in the middle of my room. I hope you all thought that this little story was fun and interesting. However, just wanted to say it as its own video. Thought it would be a fun, cool story time for us to go through. If you are new to the channel, this is your very first video, and you want to see more of me playing games like this up behind me, that's what we're here for. We do hour-long videos every day, slowly working our way through a bunch of different games in a bunch of different genres, so if one doesn't catch your eye, one of the other ones I'm actively playing might. But that is it for this particular story time. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the future for some more content from me.